What's up, y'all? I'm gonna just get straight to the point because I know y'all don't want to hear me yap about who I am. I'm Zach. I've had my clothing brand for about a year and a half. I started off as War Culture. I rebranded to Save Yourself, and I've grossed about 75K in sales. You guys don't have to take my advice. This is just from my experience. I know I'm young, so this is just how I started up mine. So, yeah. Main thing with starting a clothing brand is you. It may be broad, but that's really what it is. It's you. It's your mindset. It's your idea. And you're probably seeing these clothing brands like, oh, I can do better than this. Oh, I can make this. That's how I felt, and I did it. So you should do it. It's always an idea, but if you don't put it into action, then it doesn't matter because just do it. Like it's broad, but I'm telling you, like, wait, what's the worst that could happen? Someone doesn't mess with it, but you mess with it. Okay, then that's all that matters. Out of all the people in the world, 7 billion people, there's gonna be at least one person that's gonna mess with your clothes. And so with my first drop, I had an idea. I made the bullet hoodie, the bandolier hoodies. You've probably seen it before. That was what got me my first sales. I had my first drop around July of last year, and I paid for 50 hoodies and 50 t-shirts. It costed me about like 2.5K. I was blessed enough for my parents to support me. I told them my idea, said I wanted to make this. They trusted me, they invested in me, and boom. I can make another video on manufacturers and stuff if you guys want that, if this video does good. But after that first drop, I probably made about like 3.5K. My goal was just to make my money back and just to get sales because I promoted the mock-ups on TikTok to see if people mess with it. So I had some people mess with it, and so I had some confidence of starting it up. That was enough for me to keep going. But I'm gonna talk about this. Money management is very important. I wish I knew this when I started back then. Money management is very important. With a clothing brand, you're gonna have sales. Like, I trust you, bro. You will probably make some tough shit. And so with those sales you get, the money must, like, if you want to keep your brand going long term, the money must go back into your clothing brand. Like, I'm not gonna stress this enough. I got too comfortable. Even myself, I spent money. Like, I wanted to buy some shit. I'm into fashion myself. I wanted to buy shit. If you want to keep your brand going, like I said, keep putting the money you make from that first drop back into more bulks and more ideas, samples, like everything. Like, don't start spending shit because you made money your first drop. Like, that means you did it for money. And you could then just get a job then. Why'd you start a clothing? It has no meaning. God could have gave that talent to someone else that really wanted to keep their brand going. So I put it back into my clothing rack. I'll just put my second drop right up here. My second drop did even better. As you see, it was in September. That bullet hoodie, I was low-key dragging it, but people mess with it. That was like the piece that kept me going. So that second drop has really got me some traction. I started building more of a fan base. I started building more of people that like that hoodie, those pieces. So from there, I built off of it. I started making more of those bullet hoodies because that was getting me sales. Like, I wanted to make more of those. Like, what I'm going to talk about now is just building a community. With building a community, start building off of the pieces that you have because Instagram is going to put out a lot of your clothes, like, it's gonna put out your posts based on the people that follow you. Don't get discouraged after your first drop. If your first drop did some shit, that's common. Like, just me, luckily it did good. My first drop did good, so I had motivation to keep going. But like, that second, third, fourth drop for you, that could really what keeps you going. So just don't get discouraged. And then I kept going from there. I dropped some sweatpants after. I'm gonna put that up there. That was my third drop. My fourth drop is probably like my biggest drop with all those hoodies. That was probably my biggest drop. That's when I started getting a lot of followers, more followers. I hit my first post with 1,000 likes. From there, that's when I had my community. That's when I started building up stuff. And like, I'm gonna talk about this. I see fashion really similar to music. All of this is considered art. Fashion is art. Music is art. It's all art. But at the same time, I really love music. I bet you love music too. Who doesn't? I'm into fashion. I bet you like fashion too. Music has different genres, different fan bases, everything, like every different type of music, and it's the same thing with clothing. Different people have different styles, as in the same way people like different genres. What I'm trying to say is, with the clothing brand scene that I'm in, I'm gonna just call it the underground clothing brand scene. It's kind of corny, but at the same time, everyone knows each other. I'm gonna put up a bunch of clothing brands that I know of in that scene. People know, everyone really knows each other. All the owners know each other. They all build off of each other. They do brand work together, photo shoots. Same way people in the underground scene know each other. It all ranges from the age group of like 14, 15 to 20. And that's really what the audience I try to go for. You're probably watching this, want to have a different audience. That's you, but I'm just going off of me. the audience that I have, the community that I've built. And so back to the clothes. So I just wanted to speak on that because that was what I thought about it. Once you found that audience, that you've got it. Worst you can do is just get too comfortable and just stop posting, stop advertising. That's where you mess up. Once you found that audience, you have no excuse but to keep promoting, keep building, all that. Like it's that like I'm saying this like it's pretty simple. Like I didn't have to do that much because like I was ready to fashion myself. So I don't see myself as better than anyone, but people would think what I wear is cool, so then they would want to buy what I wear. And then so when I'd make something, people would want to buy what I'd make. I'm not trying to be cocky in any way, but that's really how it was for me. You may be different, you may be similar, then do it. You can do it. Like I'm no different than you. We're both human. But we both like fashion. So what's stopping you? So yeah, and now I'm gonna just talk about this so you don't have this problem. I had a big problem of just getting too comfortable. I started just dropping the overstock for my bullet hoodies and a lot of my extras from pre-orders. And so I just started losing the love of my own hoodies. I got bored of the bullet hoodies. I bet we get bored of like fashion. You get bored of the stuff you wear, I bet. Your style evolves, trends evolve, everything evolves. I got too comfortable and to the point where I just like wasn't really designing. I was like, "Oh, I have enough money. I'm set now. I'm just going to take a break." That break was really just like it fucked me up. Like this shouldn't happen to you. Just keep always have ideas. Just always keep designing. Like never stop. If you really love this, you'll keep designing. Like you like this. You already have your community. Like I said, you have no reason to stop. But for me, I just stopped liking my hoodies. I just felt the war scene was just really broad. Like a lot of the war stuff, it was cool in the moment. Like around that time last year, the war stuff was popping. Like people, you would probably know about like 5, 10 brands with the word war in their name, including me. I just wanted to get away from that. Box, his is different. He's creative. He knows what he's doing. He's not dragging that war stuff. Shout out to him. He really ran that war scenes. Anyone else that had like a war brand at the time was just compared to him. And I just didn't want to be compared to anyone. I wanted to do what I wanted. So that's why I switched. People kept telling me to restock. Why'd you stop? Why'd you stop this? Go back. Why? I wanted to switch. I switched to Save Yourself, to which I wanted to make more creative stuff. I wanted to make something I liked. I knew I had more potential in making new stuff. I look at me now. I dropped some new t-shirts, 2 t-shirts, and I made about 200 sales from just t-shirts that I thought were creative. I advertised myself. I switched to. I'm just gonna keep building off of that. I still have Save Yourself. Maybe in a few more months I'll be bigger, but now I'm just gonna keep building off of that, grow my community even more. And so yeah, for you, what I'm just trying to say is just do what you want. Don't get too comfortable. You have your community, you have your ideas, keep going. What I was just trying to say in that and all that was I felt limited to one trend. I felt limited to like one idea, which I didn't want that. I wanted to get away from that. I knew I had more potential. I trusted myself. I had ideas. You're probably watching this like, "Oh, how is this going to help me? How is this going to help me if it's just my experience?" I'm just trying to talk about my experience so you don't mess up. Take my advice if you want. This is just my experience, like I said. You might be older than me, younger than me. Who cares? All you need is yourself. Everyone has to start somewhere. So just start, bro. Just start. You got this. I was just a regular guy that was into fashion. You're probably no different than me, but we all start somewhere. So just do it. What's stopping you? Just trust yourself. Thank you for watching. Take all this info how you want it. It doesn't matter. Like I said, it's just my experience. If you guys have any questions, you could always DM me at WZach on IG. My TikTok is Zach Hated. Always be there. I'm not a celebrity. You could just contact me. But stay tuned. I got some cool shit coming up for Halloween. The 24th, I'm dropping pre-made. Be there. Save Yourself on my IG. So yeah, peace again. Thanks for watching.